from Wyoming has been able to get at least in his face and force him off his mark. Aiden Cerulli will kick it away, so Central Valley will start with the ball
Into
here.
the second half of the Central Valley Wyoming State Class 3A State Championship. Wyoming's up 14-7. Sorry, guys.
Central Valley's history in this championship game, because they've only been in existence since 2010, when the two schools of Center and Monaca merged to make the Central Valley program. And since that time, 4 WPIAL championships, 28 postseason wins coming into this one. But in 2014, they lost in the AAA championship to Archbishop Wood, 33-14. And then last year, after being up 14-0 going to the fourth quarter, end up losing to Wyoming Area District 2, 21-14. So this right now becomes the monkey on their back. Can they get it off here in the second half? So they back up 5. Cerulli will tee it up again. Walker and Thompson are back deep to receive for the Warriors. And Cerulli will pop this one up. It is returnable. They initially called for the fair catch, and Fitzsimmons just takes off. He did not call for the fair catch. They thought he was going to, and he gets a nice little trick return here for Central Valley to set him up in a really good starting position. Smart play by Fitzsimmons. I never saw him put his arm up. Nope. He just stood there and waited. As we look at, oh, yes, he did. I looked at the replay. He put his hand up in the air. He took a quick wave.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
He took off. So they're going to have a conversation. The officials missed this one, though, Eric. And credit in this case, Brett Fitzsimmons.
Make him wait to the kick.
Continuing out the play. And Wyoming has every beef in the world right now. And they are discussing this, you'll see here. And at the call, they did get the flag late over on that Wyo sideline.
What they were discussing was
Mike not working. They're actually going to whistle Wyoming for a personal foul. So
what?
Simmons in the return will stand, and then plus 15 on that. And Central Valley is in excellent starting field position here, much to the chagrin of Wyoming. They needed that good return, first of all, to get their offense in good position, but now the 15-yard penalty is going to aid them even more. And let's see how this changes the emotional aspect of things, because
What?
Wyoming defense that feels that they have been wrong. This is a great time, Eric, because of that. You've got a team playing with some heavy emotion. Good time for a counter play to try to take that advantage. Short field will hand off to Alexander, and Alexander right through the side, and Alexander the first
Touchdown!
point away from a tie game. And just some great blocking on the right side of that offensive line. They sweep to the wide side, and the speed of the junior Landon Alexander scooting his way into the end zone. The first time really all game he's had any sort of opening, and he exploits it on his way to the end zone. 18-yard touchdown run for Alexander, who's up to 58 yards. He has not lost a yard in this game. Everything's been forward or downhill, and he is.
It's a crazy game.
So far.
Like I said.
The first touchdown for Alexander. As Central Valley will try to tie this thing up. See which kicker it's going to be.
Watson, huh?
That they use. It's going to be the sophomore Serafino DeSantis.
Watson.
36 of 39 on point after tries, but Brian mentioned they do have Ben Walmsley, who I think there was a flag also, and it's going to be enforced on the kickoff. Another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, this time against Wyoming for the second straight.
Well, his report's open. Wow.
And the point after is up.
Good. 14-14.
Tied up. You're watching live coverage of the PIAA football championships on the NFA FHS Network, NFHSnetwork.com/PIAA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Pennsylvania high school playoff action. And that's all set up because of the blown call, where they did not recognize.
Who's watching? It says they got 4 viewers, but I can't tell who's watching.
Stopped playing. The team that called the fair catch, when realizing they didn't blow the whistle. Important now for YMS. This is back-to-back plays where they have cost themselves yardage. Check that. That was against Central Valley, who the penalty was against. Saw them point the other direction. So it's going to be a kickoff from the 25-yard line instead of the 40 where it usually is from.
What? Come on.
Composure necessary here from YMS. This is a team that, okay, you had something go against you here to start off the second half. Doesn't change the script of what you do as a team. So can they come out and now
Watch, it says they got 3 people watching. I can't tell who they are.
It goes away and out of line. So the Spartans will get a chance here to start in good field position. Unless they opt for the re-kick, and it looks like they will not. Max Ekman in that first 5 of 8 passing.
Wow.
Missing rushing attack. 26 carries, 88 yards, almost 3.5 yards a carry. And again, they had the ball for 16 minutes and 12 seconds in that first half, and impressively enough, on 3rd and 4th down combined.
This is crazy.
Anytime you can convert 60% of those 2 downs, you're in good position to win a game. However, you're tied at 14 right now. They are going to make them re-kick, which I don't blame them for one bit, because it's not like you're getting a deep kickoff anyways. And you move them an extra 5 yards back, so they're all the way back to the 20-yard line to kick this one off. This should be outstanding starting field position for YMS. Thompson is near side, and Almond is at the top of your screen. You'll see it here in a moment. Central Valley will re-kick.
Central Valley.
Sunset.
Why missing this game? No.
So the lights in full effect here. We see
Central Valley is 6-0
top of kickoff. There's going to be
at the end of the first quarter.
Central Valley. Actually, they're going to say it's on Wyoming.
No, Wyoming. Why missing?
Initially pointed in the Wyoming direction.
Why missing was up 6-0. End of the first quarter,
2 yards past where the
and then
taken. So that'll back up the kick.
Central Valley
They were quickly
was
approaching from their own goal line. I'm going to say right now, this is probably as deep
14-7.
have to kick off from.
They took the lead 14-7. And then why missing scored with 15 seconds left in the first half, made it 14-14, made it 14-7. And then Central Valley scored in the first minute of this, first 30 seconds of this quarter, make it 14-14.
Thompson did not come up the field. It looked like it was going to be a problem, but the 15-yard penalty against Central Valley will move the ball pretty much back where they were going to be anyways, which would be the 46-yard line of Central Valley. So some penalty problems here for the Warriors.
What's up, everybody? What are you guys doing this weekend, eh? And I'm live streaming every football game this weekend. There's a game tonight at 8, and then tomorrow there's 3, 11, 3:30, and 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock game tomorrow is the game I'm most looking forward to. That features prep game.
Get a good run there on first down. And don't be surprised to see a few times here in this second half to see the same play that they ran successfully in the 2-point
this is fun. Like, honestly, to be honest, I never watched high school football that much. Even when I was in high school, I really didn't get to watch it. Watch it that much because I was too busy playing soccer. But
Close to a first down to bring up third down and short. Good lead block. That's
but this year I got into it. Past couple years I've been getting into it, but back into like watching like high school football and
Mark Lyons.
the penalty or something.
Something. They're gonna give him a sideline warning. Yep.
Oh, sideline.
To start this third quarter.
They got a penalty. Sideline got a penalty. When
It's gonna be third down and 2.
I think that was Central Valley.
This is where Ohio likes to have their third down.
I think it's Central Valley or the Central. Yeah, Central Valley.
Gardner to pick up the first down with 10:59 to go in the third. Agreed, because you're looking on third.
Wyoming is a great team. Both teams are very good, very well matched. Let me tell you, in the first quarter, Wyoming had what? I think it was 20 plays. And that was about 7 minutes.
On first down to set them up in second and manageable. And Nadrowski doesn't have to gain huge chunks of yardage. All he has to do is keep grinding forward. Had a career-high 170 yards and 3 touchdowns against their District 3 nemesis, Middletown, in the district championship game.
The game tonight should be exciting, though. The late game tonight, the one team, the one team that's playing tonight, I forget what team it is, but they have not, they didn't even play in the playoffs. They had 2 forfeits. So, if the one team that playing tonight, later tonight, I think I said it's whatever team. It was a prep. It's not St. Joe's prep. It was another prep team. And so they haven't played in about 3 weeks. That's crazy. That they two first they made the championship with 2 forfeits. Like
now he's on the right side of the field. This is the first time he's kicking in this game from that side. Kickers, a lot of times soccer-style kickers like to be on this left hash as opposed to the right because sometimes they overcook and pull the long field goal.
I wonder where. It is. No good. He did hit a 40-yarder in the first quarter. I mean, sorry, my bad.
That hash situation, because when you are a soccer-style kicker, which most kickers are at this point, and you bring a lot of soccer players and former soccer players to play that position for you.
Mm-hmm.
On this near hash,
that's true, though, man. That's true. They bring. I know a lot of soccer goalies played were kickers actually for their football teams. Not just goalies though. It was a couple field players. Soccer field players were also kickers for their football team, for football as well. That's crazy, like.
But all of a sudden, 2 carries for Alexander here in the second half.
Like you have to, like, you didn't hear about that a lot growing up, but to be honest, I know 3 people who played soccer and also played for the kicker for the football team.
still hasn't lost a yard tonight.
So three kids I know play. Three kids I know played football and soccer in high school, and two of them were goalies for the soccer team, and they were also the kickers for the football team.
49-20 count. So they give it to him there on a short yardage set, and they pick up the first. Central Valley still just 100
This is a crazy quarter, though, let me tell you.
Here in this title game. And they're trying to get on track here as Dudley will put it in the air.
Get him!
Deep down the field. Got a man there!
Wow! Wow!
The Wyoming territory is Walker. The home run hitter for this offense. Dudley needed that throw.
That's crazy!
Wide receiver. The amazing thing is he does not have anything more than 69 yards receiving as a high this season. Big time pass that time by Dudley. Alexander to carry on first down, picks his way.
Go! Go! Go!
And he's inside the 25. We get a late flag down. That was a 41-yard pass from Dudley to Walker, and a great effort by Walker at the end of that play to make the catch. And a beautifully thrown ball also. This time it is a face mask call against Wyoming.
Ah, man, this is killing them. All these penalties are killing Wyoming right now.
Anyway, but 15 more yards for Central Valley. Just going to take the ball all the way down inside.
I would hate to be Wyoming missing like sidelines right now. The coach probably go crazy because all these penalties are now catching up to them. Well, there's three. There's three already. There was one. There's about two that hurt them before the quarter.
Had a beat on him on the outside. It looked like he might be able to drop him for a loss in the play, and still the very elusive Walker is able to step out of that tackle and pick up about 5. Second down and 5 for Central Valley from the 6. Thompson is to the bottom part.
Who's watching? Who's watching? So they got one viewer. Who's watching?
Flag. We got procedure. That was a mess from the beginning because it looked like the motion was a mess. They didn't have the people in the right spot. Then they sent a man in motion, and the left side of the offensive line jumps early. So it'll back up Central Valley 5 yards. That is the 4th. Check that 5th penalty on Central Valley here. 9 combined penalties between these two teams.
Wow, the 5th one.
There was 1 penalty each during the first half. So it's 7 penalty flags here in the 3rd quarter already, and we're not even halfway through it. And it's actually the 6th penalty on Central Valley, so it's 10 total.
Wow, 6 penalties on Central Valley. Wow, that's cool. That's crazy. But it's a touchdown. Isn't that in?
Third down and short here inside the 5.
Oh.
That'll be 3rd and goal. Actually, 3rd and 1 from the 2. For Miles Walker to run the football down here around the goal line, you got to have some good blocking. 158 pounds. Hits the hole hard.
Touchdown! That's it.
Break to Saunders, and he'll punch his way into the end zone.
14. Central Valley.
Sometimes for short yardage, just pulls in off left tackle. 8th touchdown run of the season. What a response here in the second half from Central Valley as they've now taken.
It's so cool with the lights in the background from Hershey Park. And it's good.
So Central Valley, good drive, aided by that penalty. 2-yard run by Saunders. They lead it 21-14. Today's game is also available for all subscribers via our mobile website. Log on to nfhsnetwork.com for your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays anywhere. You can also surf on over to your specific store, the Apple Store, the Android Store, get the app, and use your login that way too. App's very easy to navigate. And that was a pretty easy drive for Central Valley to navigate. They got a 7-point lead. 8 plays.
That guy dancing. Must be a Central Valley thing.
One team that plays in the snail's pace when they drive down the field. Another one that took 8 8 plays to go 80 yards in under 2.5 minutes. And just like that, Central Valley's got the lead. They also had the lead last year when they were at this spot, and it didn't go as well. They remember that. Their motto this season has been finish. And in this game, for them to be able to finish, they needed to get the lead here in the second half. Great start to the second. One more to come your way at 8 o'clock tonight. That'll be the 5A championship game with Cathedral Prep and Pine Richland.
Just Cathedral Prep. That's what I was talking about before. Cathedral, whatever.
At 11 a.m. once again. Weather tomorrow is supposed to be about similar to what it is today, maybe slightly warmer. As the
Cathedral Prep. They had an easy road to the state championship. To forfeit.
55 to 30, and cuts back, stays in bounds, and he's across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
I guess they. I was about to say, why would they do it schedule it like this? But my guess is so they don't. My guess is now. I guess they don't want they don't want any. Why they I was about to say what I was talking about was why would they not why do they schedule games 3 hours and give them a 3 hour gap? But I was thinking about it. It's probably because of if any game goes in overtime and a celebration, whoever wins gets the plaque, the award ceremony right after the game. That's probably why. And I don't know if any of I wonder if any of the same refs do any games. They may do some of the refs that do this game could do a game tomorrow.
He's grabbing the right knee is what it looks like as he was rolled up on. And the most dangerous thing for an offensive lineman when you're blocking is when you are unprotected like that, pulling, and somebody rolls up on the back of your leg, and it looks like
flipping it over because I want to show the kids that got hurt. But so what are you guys up to today? Watching? I can't tell who's watching this game. Who's watching?
On this offensive line, he would be a very important player, and assuming that he would not be able to go back in, and it looks like the kind of injury that he's walking off the field right now, but at least it's going to be a little bit before he comes back. Yeah, you're going to see him walk off the field on his own. He's actually going to jog off the field, so that's a good sign.
Wow, I hope he's all right. I mean, that's a great sign. I thought it was me. I didn't know if it was an MCL, an ACL, whatever, but.
Already has been playing on the defensive side, so it's not like he's coming in after not playing for an entire 2.5 quarters and coming in cold.
He can come back in. It's not like he can't come back in if he's all right. Once the trainer says he's all right, he can come right back in.
Sanders makes the play, and Omarion Sanders costs his team 15 yards.
You gotta be kidding me.
I get it. I understand what he's calling there.
What the heck just happened?
You are not, by the lay of the law, allowed to make that sort of a demonstration. But, man, that's a tough call after you.
I didn't see what happened.
Of emotion.
Man, you got to remember we're talking about high school kids here, too. I mean, you can't expect them to not be excited over something. Mark Lyons is telling exactly the same thing you just said. He just cost us 15 yards, and right in a 7-point game, you got to cool it a little bit.
You made a great play. Now act like you've been there before. And unfortunately,
I guess they were. I guess what he did was because he did something
it comes from the pros,
that he shouldn't have done.
It's a celebration for them.
Good run by Drosky on
About
what is now first
whatever
down
the heck
at the
his name is.
43 as he plows his way down to the 36.
And look, I feel for these high school kids because and it's the same way in the college game.
It is. I agree with. what the announcer's saying. They should let.
Sunday, here's every single tackle, every single reception, every single 2-yard carry. Somebody's celebrating about something. And shows bad for the kids. Zekman under center here on 2nd down and 3. Nedrowski again, trying to bounce to the outside. Shakes out of 2 tackles, gets twisted around and dropped. He's going to be close to a first down, just shy of it. Keeps that lower body working, and he is a load to try to handle. You're not tackling.
And then, so I'll be doing the fourth quarter as well.
If you hit him high, you're going to lose. And that time, a couple of tackles
Just give me a couple.
Job done. You have to take out the legs.
Just give me a little bit, all right?
Thompson in motion. Nedrowski again. He's going to have the first down. And all he needed was a yard. And it looks like he got about 1.5 yards there. There's a lot of penetration on the play. It's good to see Fighter back in the game. So whatever was wrong, he was able to take that off.
The kid's already back in. That's great. It is good.
On the play by Central Valley, but Nedrowski able to hesitate, pick his hole, and lurch his way forward for the first. 1st and 10 for the Spartans offense. Right on top of your screen, Thompson motions. Zekman to throw, a little play action, going to throw it out of the backfield. He's got a man there, and he just could not connect with his intended receiver, Gardner. He had to throw that a little earlier than he
Watch him, made it. Come on.
Put a ball out in a place where it could have been caught, and Gardner diving for the ball just dove over.
And so many people watching last week.
And instead dove over top of it for the incompletion.
There's more people like soccer than football, huh? I mean, there's so many people watching the first game.
Sparks here today, except that it didn't work, and now that puts them behind the 8 ball with this offense. 2nd and 10. Go quick handoff, Gardner. They come right back to him, and he is tripped up. Good pursuit by Brandon Graham. He gets in the backfield and makes the tackle. And a very, very minimal gain. Give him 1 and bring up 3rd and 9. And the importance with Brandon Graham being a player in the secondary, but because of the offense that Wyoming plays.
I wonder if he's related to the Graham on the Eagles.
They're down 9, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Wyoming down by 7. Zekman's going to roll out, looks, fires, catch is complete over on his own. He's going to have the first down. That is Bruner, who keeps his feet in bounds, makes a great catch. And a first down for Wyoming. There's only one guy that could have been, because Bruner has some of the best hands you're going to see. Couple-year starter. A guy who only with 21 catches on the year, but is going to be first team in the division, because they don't use their receivers very often, but they need somebody to make a big catch. It's Darren Bruner running a great route and keeping those feet in bounds before going out.
Who's watching? It's a good viewer.
This team's still down 7, though. They still control the clock here, but Nedrowski that time is going to get wrapped up and hammered. Fitzsimmons just fires into the line, blows up the offensive line, and goes in the backfield for a loss of 2 on the play. They need big plays from their big play people. And for the Warriors, there's nobody bigger than Sean Fitzsimmons. At defensive end, leads this team in tackles with 9.2 per game and 32 tackles for loss coming in. There's yet another one. 2nd down, 12 for Wyoming. Zekman to put it in the air again. Rolls out, gets set, fires back across, and that was tipped. Nobody really in the area. That got redirected away from his intended receiver. That's going to bring up 3rd down. I think he was looking for Bruner, but more than anything else, he once again felt the breath of
watch it. Come on, man.
Upon him. And when you roll as a right-handed quarterback across to your left, and you turn to square your shoulders, and you see
I should have put my schedule out. Sorry, guys. I made a mistake. I should have put the schedule out earlier today. This week.
3rd down here. They're 8 of 14 on 3rd down.
I'll work on that after this game. I'll work on to put out the rest of the schedule.
Last time, movement everywhere. It's a big jump off size, and I believe that was Fitzsimmons, who was right on the nose on the play. And he jumps off. And that's big because 3rd down and 12 and down 7, you don't expect them to settle for a field goal necessarily down here. So this was going to be an important down. Now, this opens the playbook up a little bit more. You even if you want to get tricky at some point, Jordan Allman, who was the quarterback last year after Zeckman was in the game, this is a good time for you to be able to dial something up tricky that Central Valley might not be expecting. Straight drop for Zeckman, quick throw near side. It's almost intercepted. They were going for Bruner, and Graham read that all the way, stepped in front of it, and just couldn't keep his hands on it. And I don't think they go for the field goal here.
Wow, this is in a half hour. This live stream. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's on that far hash. As Missy would see it, it would be the right hash where they missed the last one, as Brian mentioned.
Watch Aiden Mack, the tight end, number 85, 6'4", a big target. If they can release him off the line of scrimmage, has 2 touchdown catches in the last 3 games.
Right side of the formation, they'll go play action. He rolls out. Zeckman dumps it off over the middle. The pass is caught by Thompson, but he's short of the first down.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
First down. So the Central Valley defense holds on 4th down. Wyoming did not convert on either 3rd or 4th there. They're 1 and 2 on 4th down, and Central Valley will take over with 2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Tremendous defense from Javen Thompson, the sophomore, who was able to get right on to Amory Thompson and allow no chance of that ball getting in. Even if he catches it, he's 2 yards shy, unable to hold on to it, and the ball turns over on downs.
1st and 10 for Central Valley and Amir Dudley. This offense, they'll go screen pass to Walker. Give him space to run. Walker upfield, and he is out of bounds over the 30. And they'll mark him right there at about the 30.5-yard line. First down on play number 1 of that drive.
And you also have to think, too, here, you got 2 teams that have not had starters have to play in 4th quarters much this year, but they also haven't opened up the playbook a whole lot this year in terms of the sort of things they can use. You have not seen Walker used to his full ability.
That is Alexander on the carry. Who else would it be? He has had a sneaky good game here this afternoon. 11 carries now, 72 yards and a touchdown.
You know, I honestly feel like this is a kid who
I'm going to stop recording this.
as a senior.